Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. Hi to Kerry, Ellis and Liam. Kerry says that my boys are the biggest McFly fans. I've just had to cart them off to school. They both tried to fake illness so they could hear the new song. How cute is that? Were they eating Parmesan? That's what used to happen in our household, so you smelt like you'd been poorly. It's a thing. Anyway, don't give anyone any tips. We love these boys so much. Welcome to Tom Fletcher and Harry Judd.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Who have come in matching outfits.
Don't tell them.
A lovely chino jean there.
Dad's on radio.
But it happens, doesn't it? You spend enough time with people, you end up dressing like them.
I know. It's tough when you're in a band with Dougie who consistently looks amazing. So when you kind of get up in the morning and go do things, you look in the mirror and think, would Dougie approve?
Yeah.
I don't think he would, but I tried.
Well, you both look very dapper and dandy.
Well, if you look closer, it's probably like the kids' breakfast spilled down it.
I did have to get a baby wipe on this jacket this morning, yeah.
The classic.
Oh, I love it, Dad life. And your gang, they are, both of you got such lovely, gorgeous families. I've seen a video this morning, Harry, of some of your babies waving goodbye, which has just made my ovaries go clack, 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 clack. We also love the fact that the musical genes clearly handed down to the McFly Juniors. Both families love a little bit of a jam.
They love it. They're too good. It's annoying. Like they're taking over. Actually, Buzz as well. He comes up. He writes music. He writes songs. So I'll hear him singing stuff at piano, and I'll be like, "What is that you're singing? That's really good."
Have you pilfered any of his creations
yet, once
Tom?
or twice.
Yes. Will he get songwriting credits?
Look, he's not quite, there yet. He needs some guidance. So no, but it is amazing. Also, because I think he doesn't overthink stuff. He's just doing things. When I write a song, I'm constantly overthinking it, and whereas I think there's something nice about his innocence. I think that's probably way better than anything I would come up with, because you were just letting it flow out
flowing.
of you.
We don't need Fletchers to get any more songwriting credit, so...
Okay, thank you. That should not be encouraged.
Coming from the drummer here.
It's so true. I do believe we have some of the Judds in action. Here we go.
We
Ready?
do. Oh, yes.
Come along.
Slightly more classical over here in the Judd household. Very classy.
Well, influence from Mum there, obviously, as well.
Yeah,
In
that's
come the
right.
drums.
I know. I heard them playing this,
Yeah.
my daughter playing this, because my wife's a violinist,
Yeah.
and I thought, I could play a beat to that. And then Kit, with his out-of-tune guitar, is playing along too.
Classic. That's so cool.
It's beautiful. Now, I don't want to let you feel left out, Tom, so here are the Fletchers having a bit of a jam.
There we go. More rock and roll, you see.
More rock and roll, yeah.
Some swear words in there. Anything that's inappropriate that, that a 9-year-old probably shouldn't be singing, that's what we're jamming.
All my son's cultural references came from Family Guy. I don't know if that's bad parenting or good parenting, perhaps, at the end of the day. So, Harry, you didn't do the London Marathon this week.
No, I had shin splints.
No,
I know.
my brother had those awful.
They're the worst. I know, and I watched it on TV, and it's just such an inspirational day, and I was just chomping at the bit to do it. But, next year's the plan. I'm slightly running obsessed, so...
You are. You're so fit. So fit, isn't it? I mean, Tom, how do you do? Can you keep up with him?
Tom, you're not.
Sorry, I really had to pull myself up there. Sorry.
Look, I'm lucky if I get a shower in the day, let alone get out to do some exercise, go for a run. But no, Harry has tried to get me to do a marathon.
To be fair, out of the other three boys, Tom is the most natural runner out of the three of them.
Okay.
So I sometimes on tour take him out for a run.
Cheers, so he dug you out of that hole there.
Thank you very much, then, Harry, for rescuing me. I've never gotten over the fact that I fell off a bike in slow motion in front of Harry on a hill. Actually, Harry wasn't there because he'd gone up the hill too fast and had left me behind.
No, it's awful, because I was doing this amazing challenge for charity, and I couldn't help myself. I saw a hill, I was like, I'm going. See ya.
That's so you.
I was in the gutter in the meantime. But anyway, listen, you guys have been back in the studio. So fun. I'm very excited. The McFly fans are giddy as are we. How was it to be back in the studio? What's a McFly studio like, by the way?
Well, we've got our own studio now. We've had it for a couple of years, and it's amazing. It's been a huge thing. For any band out there who want to understand, to have your own recording studio, rehearsal space, all our equipment's there. It's literally like McFly HQ. So
Dougie basically lives there as well. He's there all of the time.
Yeah, literally every day. So we recorded our latest album there, and Danny's produced about 4 tracks on the album. It's been incredible, and I think for me, it's my favourite McFly album we've ever made.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah, me too.
And why is that?
Well, I think right at the beginning of writing this album, we had written some songs that didn't really... We knew we wanted to make an album that sounded like a collection of songs that all belonged to each other, and our producer sat us down and was like, look, you guys need to write McFly on a board, and then around it write what McFly means to you. And it sounded like a bit of a silly exercise, but we all gravitated towards this one word, which was guitars. And we're like, yeah, like that's our kind of roots, you know, like there's videos of me and Danny picking up guitar and playing air guitar when we were like 4 years old, and we'd never really fully embraced that. Yet that's such a huge part of the way we see McFly, is because we are, you know, no matter, I think a lot of people think of McFly and they think of Five Colours in a Hair or All About You and Stargirl, which is obviously a huge part of us, but we hear it the way we are when we play that live, and we've never really fully embraced that on an album until now. So it was kind of a light bulb moment, and that really inspired all of the songs for the album that came after that.
I know. It's making me really excited. Just hearing that enthusiasm is amazing. It's not out till June the 9th, but a brand new single is out now. Do the honours for us and introduce it to
we're
our
going to play it now.
We're going to play it now.
Okay, well, I think Dougie started off with this idea. Tom came in and finished it off with him. Danny produced it, and I'm there too somewhere. It's called Gotta Rock and Roll. Hope you enjoy it.
Brilliant.
Making bad decisions, so they crown me the king of my own scene. All the boys and all the girls say that I'm a symptom, so why they staring at me like I'm the disease? So tonight there'll be no sleep, no dreams. Man, I'm gonna light this place up. Tonight I'm gonna
filth at the end there. Love it. That is fantastic. I feel invigorated and I see what you mean though. That guitar's in there and you were just saying, Harry, that end bit. You're like,
yeah. Oh man, I'm buzzing listening to that. It's so exciting hearing your song on the radio for the first time. Even like 20 years on, it's still so exciting.
And that means, gosh, the love is there in your hearts for it. It's so exciting. Charlene Spiteri was on the show yesterday. We played the Texas single, and again, it's so exciting to see you musicians hear that joy of the radio.
Yeah, it never gets. Do you remember the first time we heard it?
Yeah, we were in a like a restaurant, weren't we?
Yeah, we were in like Harvester or somewhere.
In Fry Barnet.
And we had 5 Colours in the Hair on the radio. It was
a friend called me and put it on loudspeaker. She's like, "Your song's on the radio."
Oh my goodness me! In the Harvester, I'm imagining there's a plaque there now. So when we hear the rest of the album, it's going to be massive.
It's all kind of
that
song was the last. It nearly didn't make the album. We thought the album was finished, and then Dougie wanted to just kind of carry on the party and didn't want to leave the studio, so he was just carried on writing, and this was the last song to be written. So this was very much inspired by the other songs we've written on the album.
Okay.
A lot of the brief was like 80s rock, like Van Halen and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly, and we actually felt like, well, there's only a couple that really, Kiss, and only a couple on the album that really had that, and so Dougie was really still striving for this sound, and then Tom heard it, loved it, wrote I think the chorus, and it just kind of, it's a fun song. It's obviously like it's got the melodies and stuff. I think the rest of the album goes a bit harder, sometimes, but we felt like this is a good instant one for people to hear.
That guitar in the middle of that, honestly, I'm like...
Yeah, that's the other thing, like with Danny is an annoyingly good guitarist, and so we wanted to write songs where he could actually, shred and show off. So you have an album of all the stuff that's normally edited out for radio edits. It's just an album of the radio edits.
I can't wait to hear it in full. 7th album, Power to Play, and that is coming out on June the 9th. Okay, Power to Play, brand new album. The single that you just heard, God of Rock and Roll, is out now. Great reaction from everybody listening. You have some other news as well.
We do. I feel very professional. We have a printed out document with...
fantastic. Shuffle your papers, please.
Yeah, have some papers here. We're going on tour, is the news.
That's the kid. There's the McFly kids. Very excited. Tell us everything.
Harry, that's about as far as my knowledge goes.
We're going on tour in October, November. Tickets are on sale. When are they?
Well, officially next Friday, but there's a pre-sale. I think there's some like technical thing. If you pre-order the album, there's a pre-sale thing.
That's the tech chat.
Yeah, technical.
That's the business.
Basically, at some point next week, the tickets will go on sale, and we're going on tour.
Yeah, October, November, and
they're nice. They're like small, intimate, rocky, sweaty venues.
You get sweaty. You can leap up and down.
Come and get sweaty with us. That should be the tagline.
There's an invitation for everyone. Fabulous. You're going to be in Manchester, Nottingham, Glasgow, Newcastle, Edinburgh, Birmingham, Southampton, Bournemouth, Alexandra Palace in London, nice, Norwich, Bristol Academy, 2 nights at Bristol. So many dates.
Yeah, that's what I should have done with the paper in front of me.
It's been a while since we've done these kind of smaller venues, but we felt like this album needs those kind of small, sweaty rock shows.
It's quite intimate then, isn't it? I mean, they're not tiny venues. It's not the local pub.
Sorry, that sounded a bit.
But they're still...
for us, like, it's kind of... And we wanted that, like, connection with the fans and just play some rock shows. So,
That's going to be epic. I'm excited for you. Also, loving the opening line to that song, I'm the number one at making bad decisions. Whole Prod Squad, we've all... it's been quite triggered, actually. Flashbacks of things that we've done when we've got into trouble. You've been sharing some of yours on TikTok.
I know. I feel like mine was the worst one. I feel like you guys...
I scrolled through my phone trying to find a photo of Tom, and I landed on his stag do. I'm telling you, there were some that were a hell of a lot worse than that.
Could
I know.
Not be used. Yes.
Tom's sat on the loo with his trousers and down
I know.
around his
Well, it was your stag night.
Exactly. It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. I've shared one of a curly perm that I had trying to look like Kelly McGillis in 1986, which was quite shocking. But our listeners, far more excitingly, again, there were other things I could have shared, but I thought best not. Bad decisions. When I was 9, I was obsessed with the show Airline, says Jim in Wimbledon. I asked my parents to paint my whole bedroom orange with a stenciled huge EasyJet on the wall. It looked like Luton Airport in there. My parents just let that weird phase quietly pass. Do you know what I
Do you
mean?
know what? Hats off to their parents
I
for
know,
doing that.
for allowing that to
yeah.
happen. Sure, son, if that's what you want. One of my worst decisions, says Lucy from Essex, was to get a small tattoo of Garfield on my thigh. It's just an orangey, browny blob now. Obviously nothing like Garfield. My biggest regret, from Heather in Nottingham, says after Sinead O'Connor had her hit with Nothing Compares to You, I think we know what's coming. I was a student. I thought I would look just like her if I shaved my head. Turns out I didn't. I wore a hell of a lot of hats as it grew back. Heather from Nottingham with hair now. If you go on TikTok, do share your bad decisions with the band.
Mine involves a mullet and some sideburns. I mean, the record label back in the day had to have a meeting about my sideburns.
Seriously?
They're like, you're supposed to be like a pop band or boy band.
There was a mullet meeting, a mullet crisis meeting.
Like the drummer needs to shave those.
Yeah, but look now, it's all the rage, mate. You were just ahead of your time.
I was,
Exactly,
Mullets are back
Harry.
in.
They really are. The
Yeah.
mullet
I was
is
way too early. I was like a
so
decade
back
early.
in. Oh, bless you, Harry. You see, always been the trendsetter. Tom, will there be knitting on your tour bus rider? And any cheese platters for Danny?
Danny, the cheese platter thing. We were just like, what? For like 20 years, we're like, why is there always a cheese platter in our
Cheese and
dressing
wine.
room?
We had cheese and wine.
It was just never eaten.
But the cheese became very mature and the wine just aged well because no one ever touched
Yeah, it
it.
was just taken from one dressing room to the next. So yeah, we realised Danny had requested it at some point, and it just stayed on our rider
And
for
it
20
stays
years.
there now.
Yeah,
So you
and-
want a
and
nice bit of warm cheese when you come off stage, cloying.
It's the last thing you could possibly want after playing a show.
What is on the rider these
Oh
days?
God, don't! It's so boring.
It's pretty dull.
Literally
Is
nothing.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
People come into our dressing room and they're just like, what is this? There's a few nuts.
There's a few nuts, a few raisins.
It's, an energy drink is about as extreme as it goes. An
Yeah.
energy drink, yeah.
That's why you look so fresh. I think we could all learn a thing or two from you Fly Boys.
Yeah, maybe we do, not the other two. That's why they're not here.
Exactly. They're still out. Boys, it's so lovely to see you. The new single is epic.
Thank
I love
you.
that. It's going to get a lot of play from us. God of Rock and Roll, it's out now. Power to Play coming out on June the 9th, and tickets go on sale next Friday, the 5th of May. Good luck with it all.
Thank you
really
so
lovely to see.
much. Thank
And
you.
love to the boys as well.
We
Send them all a
won't tell
love.
them that, no.